Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
Happy Tuesday. 9:04, it's our daily show, and we're starting to get gussied up in here. How about that? I'm starting to decorate piece by piece, and by the end of it, we'll be looking snazzy down here, and then upstairs, whenever I do my Christmas tapings, we got that tree getting decorated, and life's going to be looking pretty good. Christmas season's here in the RiverBender building and all throughout the 618. Hey, you guys got any really cool, like, Christmas decoration photos? Send them in, and I'll see if we can find, like, a gift card or something to give you. That'd be fun. Hey, we got a busy show for you guys today coming up in a couple of minutes. The big guy, Santa, in the studio. He's going to join us, and we're going to learn a little bit more about Dinnius Photography and their Legendary Mustang Sanctuary event that's coming down the pipeline this week. And then United Way joins us at 10:35 for their community Christmas campaign, and we learn more about that as a whole. So a lot coming down the pipeline today, and man, it's a cold one, so you might as well stay inside and just hang out with me. We'll take you to top of the hour news now. Shelby Norris, new principal of Meadowbrook Intermediate School, is enthusiastic about her role in the Bethalto community. With 17 years of experience in the district, Norris transitioned from teaching older students to 4th and 5th graders, discovering their kindness and their engagement. Passionate about education, she aims to make a lasting impact on students' lives and emphasize the community's commitment to student-centered learning. Outside of school, Norris enjoys family time with her son, instilling the values of service she learned growing up. And as she completes her first year, she feels a deep connection to the school and the community. Shelby Norris is embracing her new role as principal at Meadowbrook. Also in the news today, you can experience the enchanting holiday retreat at Flock Food Truck Park and Bar in Alton, where vintage charm meets modern festivities. This winter wonderland, adorned with twinkling lights and vintage decor, welcomes guests for its third holiday season. General Manager Laura promises an unforgettable experience with an expanded menu and festive programming for all ages. Highlights include house-crafted cocktails, a new shareable food menu from Birdie's, and weekly trivia nights. Families can enjoy Brunchin' with Santa every Sunday while the holiday season culminates in a New Year's Eve celebration. Reservations are available, but walk-ins are also welcome. Civic Memorial. Cross-country and track coach Jake Peel triumphed at the 65th annual Great River Road Run, finishing first with a time of 58:43.6. He was joined on the podium by fellow Eagles runners Max Weber and Jacob Cranford, who secured second and third places, respectively. The race, which took place along the Alton riverfront, saw a total of 130 participants braving that cold morning. Among the top finishers were Joshua Cranford and Landon Kirby, rounding out the top five. The event showcased impressive performances across various age groups, and it highlighted really the local running community's talent and so many from the region that were a part of it as well. In more serious news, authorities have identified the victim of a fatal vehicle crash in St. Louis County as 71-year-old Max Ketchum. The incident occurred at approximately 6:30 a.m. on November the 30th at the intersection of South Lindbergh and Interstate 55. St. Louis County police officers responded to the scene following that crash report, and upon arrival, they found Ketchum trapped in his vehicle, which had veered off the road and collided with a concrete light pole, causing it to roll over. He was transported to a nearby hospital, but later pronounced deceased. The investigation is ongoing, and anyone with information is urged to contact the police. Also in the news today here locally, and we'll hear more from OSF as 2025 ramps up, is there one of our daily show's newest partners. We'll have more for you on that in a couple of minutes. But OSF Medical Group in Alton has appointed Dr. Isha McConkey as the new managing medical director for both primary and specialty care, effective November the 24th. Dr. McConkey will oversee various medical practices, including family medicine, pediatrics, and neurology, while focusing on policy development, patient experience, and medical education. With over 9 years of experience, she aims to enhance healthcare across the Riverbend region and is committed to innovative patient scheduling. She is a board-certified family medicine physician and is accepting new patients at her Alton office, promoting preventative care and mental health services. Also in the news today, the Madison County Sheriff's Office has welcomed Deputy Jacob Probst to its patrol division, transitioning from his former role in the Corrections Division. This move, announced recently, reflects the department's commitment to enhancing its law enforcement capabilities. Deputy Probst is preparing to attend the police academy shortly, a crucial step for his new duties. The sheriff's office expressed optimism about his future contributions, stating they look forward to his impact on the team and wish him a safe and a successful career. The transition highlights ongoing efforts to provide comprehensive training for deputies to better serve the community. In the 65th annual Great River Road Run, Hank McLean emerged victorious in the men's 5K with a time of 16 minutes and 2 seconds, while Alton High School's Noah Gallivan secured third place. Congratulations to both. The race was held on a very cold morning with that snow predicted. Saw 143 participants in the 5K, which is great, and 130 in that 10-mile run. Zaria Burkett triumphed in the women's 5K with a time of 20 minutes 10 seconds, and in the age categories, Gallivan won the 19 and under, while Burkett topped her group as well. The event continues to be a celebrated tradition along Alton's scenic riverfront. The Calhoun County Sheriff's Office was notified by the Illinois Department of Child and Family Services regarding a possible domestic battery incident in Hardin. Deputy Nick McCall initiated the investigation with the assistance from DCFS investigators. This led to the filing of criminal charges against 33-year-old Travis Woolridge from Pearl, Illinois, for aggravated battery and domestic battery. Woolridge was arrested on November the 25th and is currently held without bail at the Greene County Jail. The Sheriff's Office is thanking local law enforcement and the DCFS investigators for their collaboration in this case. We'll keep you updated if more details do emerge. Over 300 students from 20 local school districts gathered at SIUE for the 2024 Future Teachers Conference on November the 15th. High school students interested in education learned from local teachers and speakers. It was hosted at SIUE School of Education, Health and Human Behavior. The conference emphasized the importance of attracting new educators amid a growing teacher shortage. Keynote speaker Tron Young, along with esteemed educators like Illinois Teacher of the Year, Dr. Rachel Mahmood inspired attendees through various workshops on different education paths. The event aimed to motivate students to pursue teaching careers and fill the gaps left by retiring teachers. That's a look at 9:13 and what's happening around the Riverbend. Let's take a look at weather. Man, it is getting colder and colder out there. It was at 25 earlier today. Now we're at 23 degrees. Hey, today clouds and cold. It will break for some sun this morning and tonight. Partly cloudy with rising temperatures. The air quality's at 54 today. And as for grass, mold, ragweed, and tree levels, they're all inexistent, low as well. Temperatures are only going to climb up to 31 degrees if they do that, but dropping down tonight to 25 over night as we head into Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all nights this week are going to be under freezing, so if you know of anyone that's in need of shelter, or if we've had Al on before talking about this, if your furnace goes out and you have no place to go, look for those overnight warming locations to see how they can assist you. On Wednesday, a high of 49, but a low of 14 degrees. And on Thursday, a high of 26, a low of 17. On Friday, a high of 37, a low of 27 degrees. And then on Saturday, we start to warm up a bit, a high of 49 and a low of 32. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now in downtown Alton at 9:14. It's 23 degrees. And, that's about it. That's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend. For time and temperature, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Tom Lane, your local State Farm agent. You can also stay up to date in real time all the time at RiverBender.com/weather, especially as we start to get to these winter months with the snow and weather coming in. We are really proud of ourselves. Our weather alerts come out a couple of minutes ahead of the regional news's weather alert, so you can stay up to date a little bit ahead of time, because you never know when something is pressing and dangerous. A couple of minutes notice could go a long way. RiverBender.com/weather. You can also stay up to date all the time by signing up for those daily email updates. Go into the RiverBender.com app, signing up for those breaking news alerts, and joining myself in the tens of thousands that are always in the know. Hey, at 9:15, before we take a quick break, let me fill you in on Hainer Library. They got a lot going on at Hainer. And they're one of our favorite partners of the show. You know, Mary joined us yesterday. She braved the cold. It's a lot warmer in here than it was yesterday. You know, at Hainer Library, coming up this Saturday is their local author book fair. You can see that on the screen from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Alton Square Mall location. Mary gave the best live read. You don't need me for this. Mary was telling you, listen, what are you doing? You go into Alton Square Mall, you go to the local author book fair, you buy some local books, you also shop and go to Penny's, or maybe you go to Ross afterwards, and guess what? Alton Community Service League is going to be there wrapping gifts, so you can go and be a part of that. I go every year to that wrapping event. I think it's so much fun, and I think they do such a great job, and it saves me a ton of stress, because who likes wrapping gifts anyway? I mean, if you do, I'm not trying to criticize you like some people do. I'm not trying to, ruin your whole jolly Christmas here. It's just not for me. So if it's not for you either, that's another great incentive to stop by the local author book fair. Over 30 local authors, lots of genres, Christmas gifts, stocking stuffers, library card, registration. If you don't have one and you're watching the show, what the heck are you doing? I've only been talking about Hainer for 2 years. Showcase of the Library of Things, plus children's crafts, free and fun for the whole family. This is one you don't want to miss, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, December the 7th. For more information, go to HainerLibrary.org. Also go there to get your library card, where you can unlock so much more than just the Hainer Library portion of it. You can get ad-free, for free streaming with movies and TV with Biblio Plus, the Creative Bug app, the resource guides, the consumer guides, genealogy, local. It goes on and on and on. Well, you don't need me here to hear me ramble. You just go to HainerLibrary.org and you get all the information on all the great events that are coming down the pipeline. Also, coming up on Saturday at Hainer is the Genealogy and Local History Open House. One of the most beautiful venues in Alton. If you haven't gone yet, stop in, check it out. Make sure you tell them CJ and Riverbender sent you over their way. HainerLibrary.org, and be a part of Christmas right here in your community. Speaking of that, we're officially in Christmas mode. Let's take a look at downtown Alton. We'll come back with more right after this.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
Welcome back. 921, little bit of change. Man, dying over here today. Wanted to fill you in real quick if you're in Alton. That we were just noted that it looks like there was an accident on 20th and Albee, so if you're driving that way, be careful on 20th and Albee Street. But, you know, I was telling you guys about this a couple of days ago, this story I saw, and I told you I'd tell you this story, but I couldn't find it, and then I finally found it. So I don't know if, remember I was telling you on Thanksgiving, you know, as God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. Well, in Alaska, they actually do a turkey drop. Listen to this. So they just stole it right out of WKRP's book, but it's really not as what you'd think. So they do a turkey drop in Alaska. This is how it gets done. It's a bird, it's a plane. In Alaska, it's both, with a pilot tossing turkeys to homes for their Thanksgiving meal. So in the remotest reaches of Alaska, listen to this. There's no DoorDash, obviously, to have Thanksgiving dinner unless you want a grizzly bear to bring you a salmon. But some residents living off the grid nevertheless have turkeys this holiday thanks to Alaska Turkey Bomb. For the third straight year, a resident named Esther Keem has been flying low and slow in a small plane over the rural parts of south central Alaska, dropping frozen turkeys to those who can't simply run to a grocery store. Alaska, being mostly wilderness with only about 20% of it accessible by road, in winter, many who live in the remote areas rely on those small planes or snowmobiles to travel any distance. And frozen rivers could actually act as makeshift roads. When Keem was growing up on an Alaskan homestead, a family friend would airdrop turkeys to her family and others nearby for the holidays. Other times, the pilot, they would deliver newspapers, sometimes with a pack of gum inside for the kids. And her family moved to more urban Alaska nearly 25 years ago, but still has that homestead. And using a small plane, she had rebuilt with her father. Kim launched her turkey delivery mission a few years back. And after learning of a family living off the land nearby for little for Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, think about that. This is how families eat Thanksgiving. They drop these frozen turkeys out of the air. So she decided she wasn't going to stop there. Her effort that grew by word of mouth and social media posts, this year she delivered 32 frozen turkeys to people living year-round in cabins where there's no roads. And that doesn't seem like a lot, but 32 turkeys in a plane is a lot of flying to do. All but 2 had been delivered by Tuesday, with delivery plans for the last 2 birds thwarted by Alaska's unpredictable winter. And among the beneficiaries are Dave and Christina, who live in the Yetna River. And, it's a 90-minute snowmobile ride to the nearest town for the 2, which they do about once a month. So it's just not really feasible for them. They were the recipients now. He says, listen, I'm 80 years old, so we make fewer and fewer trips. The adventure has sort of gone out of it. They've known Kim since she was little, and they got that 12-pound turkey. And it provided more than enough for them and actually a few neighbors. It makes a great Thanksgiving, Dave said. She's been a real good friend. So Kim makes 30 to 40 turkey deliveries yearly, flying as far as 100 miles from her base north of Anchorage. Sometimes she enlists the help of a turkey dropper to ride along and toss the birds out. Other times she's the one dropping the turkeys with her friend Heidi, piloting her own plane. Kim buys about 20 turkeys at a time with the help of donations, and she wraps them in plastic garbage bags and lets them sit in the bed of her pickup until she arranges that flight. So she contacts the families on social media. She lets them know of impending deliveries, and then they buzz the house so the homeowners will come outside. Well, there you go. It can be especially difficult to find the turkey if there's deep snow. A turkey was once missing for 5 days before it was found, but only casualty that was been reported has actually been a lost ham. So Kim prefers to drop the turkey on a frozen lake if possible, so it's easier to locate. As far as precision and hitting our target, she says, I'm definitely not the best. I've gotten better, but I've never hit a house, a building, person, or a dog. Well, that's promising. Her reward is the greatest responses that she gets from these families. Some record her dropping the turkeys and send her videos and texts of appreciation. And ultimately, well, she just hopes to set up a nonprofit to solicit more donations or reach more people across the bigger swath of the state, and it doesn't have to stop at turkey. So I saw that because of the, WKRP turkey drop and thought, oh my God, a real turkey drop. But how cool is that? It's the only problem is I'd be the idiot that drops it and ruins somebody's roof. You know what I'm saying here? Hey, at 9:27, coming up in a couple of minutes, there's so many things happening this December and the first couple of weeks of it. Make sure you're staying tuned to RiverBender.com's community calendar so you never miss out. We're going to be learning all about this great event at the Legendary Mustang Sanctuary in just a few short days. But man, we are jam-packed. There is a ton of stuff going on. So if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you do, and also make sure you go to RiverBender.com. We have some really cool new lifestyle pieces that are coming out from our staff each and every day. And it's not a comprehensive read. It's not the art of war, but it's just really good pieces. Maybe it gives you a few ideas, like this one I'm just looking at, how to host a winter-themed party. Or, there's other ones about how to make desserts and simple things while you're inside, or, something to do for the colder months. I really like the timely pieces. We hope that you do too. You can see those at riverbender.com/news. You can also see all of the really great shots from Grafton's Hallmark Christmas. That really was just a great event with that lighted Christmas tree and so much more from these community festivities as we are covering them throughout the 618. So a lot of really good stuff on RiverBender.com today. And at 9:28, before I take a quick break, let me fill you in on Alton Little Theater. Listen, Giving Tuesday Is it Giving Tuesday? I think it is Giving Tuesday. I got a message for Giving Tuesday today. And that's what my notes were for the live endorsement today. If you guys are really capable of doing it, and I get it. Go to the grocery store. Life's crazy right now. I mean, a box of cereal is $7 still. It's crazy stuff. But, if you're able to make donations and you do that throughout the year, and maybe you have that kind of set up as part of your taxes, and you're looking for 501c3s, let me fill you in on Alton Little Theater. You know what Alton Little Theater does for the community is so much more than, truly anything else. They provide escape, they provide entertainment, but they also provide education. They provide that platform for that young performer that really just wants to go out there and explore the entertainment industry, explore performing arts, and they give them that base, they give them that security, and honestly, that's unheard of right now, and especially when it comes to performing arts. We always talk about sports, and that's great, but what Alton Little Theater does for the young performing artists out there and the young performers, it's above and beyond. And that's why I highly encourage you this Giving Tuesday and throughout the next couple of weeks, if you think about it, to give Alton Little Theater a call at 618-462-3205 and say, hey, I just want to be a part of this. I want to help support you. And they'll take care of you. You'll get some tickets. You'll have some fun. You won't get tickets to a Christmas Carol. That's why I'm not promoting a Christmas Carol or any upcoming show, because guess what? They're all sold out. That's how good of a job we're doing with Alton Little Theater. And it shows you just how good of a job they're doing for their region. Alton Little Theater is the oldest, most continuous little theater in the state of Illinois, and one of the oldest, most continuous in the country. I'm telling you what, you got to go. AltonLittleTheater.org. Learn more about it today on this Giving Tuesday. Make a difference right here in your own community. At 9:30, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more Daily Show right after this one.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck balls with balls of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Before we talk Legendary Mustang Sanctuary and get all Santa Claus up in here, let me fill you in on Let me fill you in on a couple of things. Hey, we got a busy couple of weeks, or a couple of weeks actually, on our community calendar, RiverBender.com/events. Wanted to make sure you guys are aware of some of the things that are coming down the pipeline, just like the fact that you can celebrate the holidays with the home builders, remodelers at their Christmas party and their casino night. It'll be an evening of fun and friendship with a little gambling, with play money that you can win real prizes with, of course. December the 5th, doors open at 5:30 p.m., dinner served at 6:30. Tickets for $40 include casino chips for gambling. PWB will have a whiskey poll to support the scholarship fund as well. And this is 5:30 p.m. at Far Oaks Golf Course in Caseyville. Wanted to make sure. Also, the Snowflake Festival at Glazebrook Park is this Friday from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Join the Godfrey area in celebrating the holiday season at Glazebrook Park from 6 to 8:30. Get your picture taken with Santa in the gazebo. There will be s'mores roasting on that open fire, carriage rides, hot cocoa, and cookies and more. This is a free event, but in honor of the giving season, they will be collecting toys for the United States Marine Corps of Alton's Toys for Tots campaign. This is at Glazebrook Park this Friday, the Snowflake Festival, 6 to 8:30 p.m. Also, this weekend is the ABOB, Old Alton Arts and Crafts Fair, with tons of vendors. I mean, we just talked to Mr. Cordy and the students yesterday, and I spelled Madeline's name wrong. I am so sorry I did that. But this is a huge one. If you haven't stopped by the ABOB Craft Fair, that's one you want to go do too. Also, the local author book fair is this Saturday at Hainer Library, along with the open house at the Genealogy and Local History Department. And then in Grafton, they have their sip, sample, and their chocolate stroll, shop, and sip. My apologies, but that's another fun one too. We had Mary on a few years ago talking about that. Also, Christmas Palooza at the Roxana Nazarene Community Theater, December the 8th, and then that Alton Grace annual holiday open house is also on December the 8th. So a couple of things that were coming down the pipeline that I just wanted to fill you in on before we talked about another great event coming down the pipeline. But man, oh man, we're getting there, my friends. Christmas season is in full swing. And man, be honest with you, I am in like grind mode. I got 9 more sponsors to go, by the way, since we're talking. I mean, I never really get a chance to talk to you, but I've told you that I've been reaching out to folks to start the 2025 campaigns, and I got 9 more to go. And once we get to that 9, I am telling you what, I am going to be dropping balloons from this pop-up ceiling, and we're going to be celebrating, because what it provides is an opportunity for us to do even more stuff. And I'm really excited for that. So if you get an email from me and you want to learn more, just, reach out, give me a call, 618-465-9850, extension 228, CJ at RiverBender.com, and be a part of the team. We're just looking to really build kind of an army here together. That's all we're doing. Hey, we're going to take a quick break before we do. SparksJunkRemoval.net. This is what I think so cool. My mom told me the other day they use Sparks, and she said, CJ, I only had a couple of things in the can. So I went ahead and called Sparks and just said, hey, don't worry about it because, we only have a couple of things in this trash can. So it's not a big deal. Don't worry about picking it up today. It's cold. And they were really thankful about that. What am I kind of getting there with that kind of tie-in story is the fact that it's a community business. And I think that that's what we're kind of missing the most sometimes. Remember the days where, something happened and you just picked up the phone and called somebody? Whether it was, a small engine repair, maybe your, lawnmower wasn't working or something wasn't working, your fridge wasn't, your hot tub, and you just called somebody, they came out, and you said, actually, it's not that big of a deal. You don't have to come out right away. Take some time. We've all had that thing happen where it's just one of those things where maybe we had a couple of minutes at work, we keep putting off maybe getting the gutters cleaned out, so we call somebody, oh, hey, it's not pressing. Get me whenever you don't have any emergency jobs going on. I'll be here waiting. And that's kind of the thing that I think people miss the most. And at Sparks, it goes above and beyond that because, whenever you give them a call, you're having that open conversation with a small business owner or a small business office. And what I think's so cool about that is it becomes more of an actual relationship again. It's not this monopoly where it's just that kind of, we're all just these gray blobs and they're like, here's your number, here's your number, here's your number. We don't care if you have no trash. We're still coming to your house. Here's your number. Here's your number. Here's your... And hey, some people like that. Some people don't. It's just a reason why I think so many people are switching and why I think whenever you switch, you'll never go back. So many people have told me, CJ, ever since I switched to Sparks, I'm actually saving a couple of bucks. It's nothing that's going to, maybe change the world, but a couple of bucks, especially right now, goes a long way. And plus, you're supporting somebody that actively supports the community. And that's what I think's even better. We always talk about, community support and make sure you shop local. Well, this is how you really do that because this is somebody who decided, hey, we need this service in this area. And for 30 years, I've been really good at being in junk removal and hauling services, but now I'm going to be the best in trash removal and weekly trash pickup. And that's what she's done. Hey, are you an older adult out there? Let me talk to you real quick if it's okay. What Denise Sparks does better than anybody is they do this valet trash service because listen, those personal freedoms are what kind of make and break those decisions to stay in your own home. And whenever you have somebody like Sparks that's saying, we'll do valet trash pickup, you're going, what is that? Well, it's whenever they do this. Sparks Junk Removal, they open the door, or you open the door, you let them in. They walk right into your kitchen. They'll pick up the trash for you right out of the kitchen trash bin, and they'll take it right into your bin. They'll roll your bin down for you. So that just gives you another reason to utilize Sparks and also maybe stay in your home for a little bit longer because, man, we get it. After you have maybe a hernia surgery or something like that, lifting 10 pounds even, or even, honestly, 15, it gets rough. And those little battles go a long way, but also Sparks Junk Removal in for a lot of community events too, like their Christmas tree pickup programs and so much more. SparksJunkRemoval.net and start your journey with the queen of junk, now the queen of trash today.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off dog walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
9:45, welcome back. Daily show on this 3rd day of December. Coming down the pipeline this Sunday. Your little ones, you can go get photos with Santa at the Sanctuary. Teri, Kathy, and Santa himself. How'd you guys swing this one?
Santa thinks we're really special.
That's right, Santa. Are you excited about getting your pictures taken on Sunday?
Oh, yeah. I got to see all the little ones out there with the horses. This is going to be fantastic.
And, Teri, take me through this. Have you done photos with Santa events before?
Oh, yeah. Every year we do photos with Santa. And this one is more special because we get to go outside and take photos with the horses, which I think is unique and exposes people to the sanctuary too.
Oh, absolutely. And, Kathy, with that being said, how are things at the sanctuary?
Cold and white.
Do the horses like the snow?
Yes, they do.
Oh.
They get really frisky when it snows. They're all running around and playing.
Well, and with Photos with Santa, it's a great way to kind of, like you said, show off the sanctuary and do it in a way where it shows off, all the, really, there's no better shot than finding, a sanctuary setting and having some of that rustic decor and backdrop. And how do you prepare something, a backdrop like that? What do you look for in, that perfect photo setting?
We look for great lighting, first of all, and Santa's made a beautiful sleigh, red and gold, and there's a bench in there for everybody to pile in and get some really great photos
cool.
with them. It's really cool.
Yes, it's really pretty sled. He brought it out to do some promo pictures.
Yeah.
And
already.
Like, wow, that's really neat.
That is really cool. How many rings?
Big sleigh.
Oh, okay, it's the show one.
The big one's going to be getting loaded. I won't have time.
That's what I was curious about there, is how are we going to get this all back to the North Pole in time for Christmas?
Don't have to worry about it. This is a special sled just for the sanctuary pictures.
I love this. Well, and I think it's just really cool, though. because not a lot of, I remember when I was younger, you maybe go to a department store and find, or the mall and find those pictures, but it just seems like it's harder and harder to really find the time to do so, and also to make it a really nice, even just a family photo that you can use for, a couple of Christmases too, even. And this is a great opportunity. Tell me how these are priced. How does it break down?
It starts at $75 for 2 digital images. We also have photo packages, and they can order more. There's a second package for $125 that has 5 digital images. We have holiday ornaments, and we'll send them the files if they want to make their own Christmas cards, or we can make them for them. So,
well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Is there a different charge to make make them for us?
Yeah, there is a charge, and I can let everybody know that when we see them and see if they're interested.
Yeah.
It seems like most people want to create their own lately, so
that's
why I have the...
Not me. The easier the better. Santa,
Yes.
that's why we got elves,
Well, and if I may, Teri's one of the photographers that doesn't rush the kids through.
Yeah.
I can take some time and talk to them.
Yeah.
And they don't feel threatened. We'll be comfortable with them.
Well, and see,
too many of the malls,
Yep.
it's bam, bam, bam. That's not how Santa works.
Right. Well, you're 100% right. And just seeing some of that, it's like a militarized line where it's like you get your 15 seconds, and some kids really wait all year for that one moment to talk to you, and
Yes.
it's really cool. And what I think's great about it too is even though you can always tell the story of the travel, was the kid kicking and screaming in the car, how was getting ready for the picture, but the moment that the photo actually comes and that interaction happens, it's really cool to see the parents, really kind of, it brings out the nostalgia in them,
Yes.
More so than the parents. So on the outside of it, seeing that reaction's really cool too.
Yes.
It's actually, we've allowed a lot of time in between people too, so we've got limited spots. There's at least 15 minutes per family.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah, so Santa gets to know the kids and talk to them a little bit, and find out what they really want for Christmas. So.
Well, that makes sense because you're creating a real experience then.
Right,
It's not just like what you said, Santa, where it's, you get 15 seconds because the mall tells you got to see, all these, 1,500 kids in 2 hours,
No, Santa's going to get to know you a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, one year he asked a little boy if he got his recycle truck for Christmas the year before, and he did get it. And he said, "Santa, you know that." So he does have a good memory and remembers what the kids want for Christmas. So.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and I got a question for you, Santa. What are the kids asking for Christmas? Is it getting more and more complicated to make these toys?
Last year, or 2 years ago, I'm having trouble remembering, I had a 3-year-old little girl who barely would talk. And I finally got her to talk, and I said, "What would you want for Christmas, little?" I think her name was Sarah. She looked up, and she's 3 years old. "A cell phone." And my reaction was, "A what?" "A cell phone." I said, "Well, who would you call on a cell phone?" "My friends." And Santa had to dig on that one. He said, "Honey, the elves don't make the cell phones. They make toys. Is there a toy you want?" Well, then we switched over to dollies and things like that. You never know what you're going to get asked for. The one boy was a trash truck. "I want a trash truck." It's like a trash truck? Yeah. Who knew? We made 4 different types of trash trucks that year.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Well, and Kathy, what's it mean for you guys at the sanctuary to have this event? Is this the multiple times you guys have been out here?
This is the first time we've done
first
Santa.
time you've been Santa out here.
Yes. Yeah, it's the Legendary Mustang Sanctuary. We've been out there, but not for Santa before.
What's it mean for you guys to have some holiday cheer?
It's wonderful because we got half the Christmas lights up already.
Are you a Christmas person?
Oh yes.
See, that's why I was a little miffed today, because I was been a little bit of a Scrooge because I can't find the rest of my Christmas decorations. So I've been kind of like a little bit of a Scrooge all day. So you're a big Christmas person?
Oh yeah.
That's so awesome. What's the sanctuary look like for Christmas? Seen from space?
No, not quite that. We got lights on the house, lights on the fence, lights on the car and crib. We've got a wooden Santa, wooden sleigh and reindeer. We got the penguins.
That's awesome. Now, do the horses like the lights and stuff?
Yes, they do.
Do they? I've always wondered
Yes.
that if they, because my dog actually likes Christmas lights. We have to
Yes.
go and he stares at them for like just hours outside.
They
That's
love
really
the
cool.
Christmas lights. They love fireworks.
Really?
They'll stand there and stare at the sky forever as long as there's fireworks going on.
Really?
Yes.
I'll be well, and Kathy, it's always good to talk about because we're going to get into for the next 5 days and the last couple of days it's been under freezing at night. It's going to be very cold tomorrow night for sure. But how are you guys kind of looking as January, February approaches? Because, as we kind of talk about, the snow's coming, you guys actually have to brave winter because you have, live horses and Mustangs. You have a wish list.
Yes.
What do you need from us? How can we help you?
Okay, all of the horses and burros got together and decided what they
this was theirs.
This is what they're requesting.
Did you tell Santa about this yet?
Yes. I did.
So you've seen this?
Yes.
Okay. I'm learning for the first time.
Okay, they said, Dear Santa, we don't need a lot for Christmas this year, just a few things to help us through the winter. We hope in your heart you can deliver the goods. Hay and lots of it to feed our big bellies. Some bags of sweet feed to help us get through. Some new water troughs and heaters would also be nice. Some new poop forks would really be great. And some candy canes, apples, and carrots when you come, please. Thank you.
Santa, is it going to happen?
We're going to try to make it happen.
There you go. I love it.
You got to get those heaters for the water. Otherwise, they can't get a drink.
Well, and see, that's, and it's so, whenever we were talking about that the first time, it was something I didn't even think about because it's like, you need the heated water, heated bins, but you don't think about the electricity cost to that and how much things are getting. And so, with that being said, it's coming up Sunday is Photos with Santa at the Sanctuary, but also, why don't you do this? So you can do something really cool. You can get digital and print packages, or spice it up. Have Teri do your Christmas card too. Why are you even stressing out? See, I don't know why people still stress out about Christmas. It's an easy time of the year if you play your cards right. You know what I'm saying? But also, bring a check. Preferably a blank one, and let Kathy put any amount of money she wants on there.
Oh, that'd be great.
But no, if you get a chance, seriously, guys, if you're going up there, and this is why I think it's such a great opportunity to do this in collaboration, because families that probably have never seen Legendary Mustang Sanctuary before can go up and see this. Bring a check if you can. Help feed the horses.
Yes.
In the burros this winter, because
I'll put out a challenge to you, CJ. If you can raise $1,000 to go towards the horses, I will match that. For my personal money.
We will put it out there today and get this done. Oh my goodness, we'll do this. That would be a hell of a Christmas.
But you got to reach the $1,000 mark.
We will reach the $1,000 mark.
Okay.
We will get this out today. We're going to take a quick break for top of the hour here. We'll come back with more about with the photography event, and we'll learn more. Really, because senior photos and all of that, we were talking. I thought senior photo season was in April.
Oh, no.
This is why I didn't have senior photos. I realized I was very late.
You were late.
So got some photography questions, too, and I got some more questions for Santa. We'll stay here. You'll stay there on RiverBender.com. And Roku TV, we'll take a little bit of a longer break for top of the hour here and come back with more.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trunked. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Hang up your pretty stockings. Turn off the light. Santa Claus is coming down your chimney tonight. Oh, Christmas time, baby. And the snow is falling on the ground. Well, you be a real good little baby. Santa Claus is bringing
10:01. Welcome back. Daily Show hitting you on a Tuesday morning here. It's the 3rd day of December. This Sunday, go get your photo taken with the big guy. That big guy, Santa Claus. And not just have your photo taken, but have a real experience with Santa. You know, that's what I think is so cool about this is that you guys have really created an experience together with this event. It's not like you guys said the old Christmas story where you kicked old Ralphie down the sled. Or, you know, I get it. That's right.
That was on TV.
That's right.
I've never heard a child.
That's right.
That was one of the mall Santas.
That's right. And, you know, with that being said, you're going to get a lot more than that. You're going to get your child remembering this, especially if they're, you know, like 7 or 8 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, they'll love that and think about it all year long and get ready for the...
Memory for a lifetime.
The next, exactly. And what I think's cool about this is how affordable 2 edited digital images, I do get paid to talk, size for social media and print, just $75 or 5 for $125 plus files emailed to you by the 14th. But also there's some print options too, 1 8x10 and 2 5x7 and a social media for $75 for 8x10 sheets, 1 ornament. What's the ornament?
The ornament's really cool. It's a little rectangle with a double photo on each side.
Oh, cool.
And I always make sure the date's on there, 2024.
That's really cool.
And it's a great opportunity for our family memory, not just the kids.
Yeah.
Because Santa comes and visits our house every year, and all of our grandkids get an ornament every year with Santa and the date. So our Christmas tree is full of visits with Santa.
That's
and,
awesome.
It's a great keepsake. And they look on the tree for those ornaments. So it's a really special little ornament. And it's not breakable, so it's a good gift for family.
See, you have thought of it all, haven't you?
It's a great gift for grandmas
It really
and grandpas,
is.
too. Yeah.
Well, you never know what to get grandma and grandpas.
Yeah.
Nothing better than that. And then you can also add on with an 8x10 sheet, $25.50, and your sheet can be 5x7, 4x6, or 8 wallets.
Yeah.
And then you got the ornament with the 2024 as an add-on. So let's say you just want to do the $75 and maybe the ornament add-on. So that ornament's $25.50 plus photo postcards and envelopes are available too. And think about this: when you go, you bring that plus a little bit extra, maybe $200 extra. And you bring that to help the horses' wish list, because they're asking Santa, but, Santa's needing some help, too. We always can help and, show Santa that the 618 knows the meaning of Christmas, too, and that way we don't get any coal under our, in our stocking here. You see where I'm getting at? Brownie points. You can help with apples, carrots, and water through heaters and exercise balls. You bring one of those gifts, and you receive a thank you 4x6 photo, correct?
Yes.
So how does that work? So I bring in what type of apples, carrots, or stuff? What's the proper?
Oh, they just love it all.
So do we go to being serious? Do I
You
go
can
to
go to Aldi's, Rulers,
Really?
any place, get a bag of apples, bag of carrots.
in the full carrots? Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And-
And we always cut them up because there's so many mouths to
Oh, right.
give treats to, so it goes a lot farther.
Right.
And they love their peppermints.
And then water through heaters. Do you need the water or do you need heaters?
The heaters.
Where do we find those?
Water troughs.
Oh, okay. Where do we find those at?
Any farm supply store, Tractor Supply, Farm and Home, Rural King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, that would be a great thing to donate to the sanctuary.
Yes,
How
this
long
time of year.
How long do they normally last? Do they go out pretty quick?
1 year.
That's it?
That's it.
Man, no wonder those guys are making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. And then you bring one of those gifts, receive a thank you, but bring one of those gifts, a check, and you'll receive a thank you and a hug from Kathy. I can guarantee
yes, most
you.
definitely.
So Teri, as the new year starts, what's going on with the photography business? What do you what's the season look like as the new year the calendar flips over?
Actually, if we keep having snow, it's going to be fun to do photos out in the snow.
I bet.
She likes the cold, apparently.
Well,
are you a cold weather person?
No, but I got enough clothes I can put on that. But some people love to get their photos in the snow. It's kind of a different atmosphere. It's fun to be out in the snow, catch your kids throwing snowballs at each other, that kind of thing. So hopefully that'll come along this winter. And then it is going to be the last minute senior photo rush after that in springtime, and Mother's Day gifts will be great too.
Oh, that's right.
We don't even think about it until it's last minute, but we can do portraits and give them to Mom for Mother's Day or create a gift card. So there's lots that comes up in the spring.
Do you, when are family portraits big? Is that spring and summertime too, or is that
Actually,
more fall?
Fall and summer are big, but spring is a beautiful time when the trees start blooming with the flowers.
That's what I thought.
So it's a great time.
How long have you been in business?
A long time. I did take a break to raise our kids, and I worked from home then. But we opened the studio in 2008 again.
Wow.
So I've been back at business since then.
Wow.
So
it's incredible.
Time. Yeah. It's
incredible.
A great opportunity to have some fun and do good things for people.
Now, were you able to master the digital transition and photos and all of that?
I did. It was a little scary at first because I did.
I bet, yeah.
I did start with film. I started in the black and white darkroom actually, and the first photographer I worked for loved my work, and he said, "You're going to be my black and white girl." But then from there, I slowly progressed into photography, into artwork, to digital artwork, and artwork on prints. So I got really lucky to learn
Really cool.
from a couple master photographers. So.
That's so cool. See, I always wonder that because I always, the transition, especially with photography and any type of digital too, once that transition happened, it's like, how are you able to stay up with the tide? Because you're everywhere. I mean, every time I see it, you're pretty booked up and taking some for sessions, especially with senior photos.
Yeah, I love senior photos.
Really cool.
It's actually kind of an ongoing educational process because you never
that's true,
you never know enough, so I'm always taking classes and connecting.
That's cool.
Yeah, with
Really
other
cool.
educational opportunities. So
you can also take an old photo.
Oh yeah.
And make it new again, whatever that's
restoration
called.
work. I do a lot of restoration work.
See, that's really cool.
Yeah.
You know, especially because, you know, those photos that you find in those family scrapbooks that are starting to get maybe those fade spots in them, or God knows what happened to them. I mean, those are, once they're gone, they're gone.
Right.
So this is really cool. And then, you know, once you do that, I'm sure you have a digital file somewhere that you already have preserved forever.
Right. Plus, sometimes there's only one photo of a family.
Yeah.
The history of that family. I just restored 2 photos from the late 1800s.
Really?
And we reframed them and everything so they were safe. And the people were so happy because that was the only photo they had of their great-great-grandparents and then their grandmother. So we actually duplicated those, and digital came in handy because we used to have to do all that work on each photograph. So now I can do that on the computer and save the digital file, like you said. So
That's so cool.
We can reproduce them easier than in the past.
What's the best way to reach out to you for restoration work or any type of session to book?
Just call me. My number is 618-655-0177. I'm more of a phone person. I do check my email and my Facebook messages every day, but if you call me, I can actually ask questions and find out what you need.
Right.
And have a little conversation so I can answer your questions as well. So it's good. It's better to call.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Kathy, before I let you go, how are you doing over there? Anything else to promote? Anything you guys got coming down the pipeline?
Not really, just trying to get through the holidays, and then we're going to be gearing up for the new year.
There you go.
Still working on the schedule for next year.
Well, and if you guys have any field trips you want to plan or any type of sponsorship opportunities or maybe any type of event or program that you want to help support the sanctuary, reach out that way and make sure that you support as well. And then support this Sunday. Whenever you go out there and bring one of the horses gifts for it and a check for Kathy and help us get to our $1,000 goal. We're going to do this. Okay. All right, before I let you go, Santa, can you read us the story?
I'd be happy to.
Because honestly, there would be no better way. We're starting to decorate. My Scrooginess is going away. I found another contribution. I got 18 more to go, 1,000 pieces, but I'll find them all. And Santa, 'twas the night before Christmas.
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the barn, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung from the stall doors with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The mustangs were nestled all snug in their stalls, while visions of apples danced in their heads. Mama in her hat and I in my boots had just settled down our brains for a long winter's nap. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster to every fence post below. And then out in the barn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the barn door I flew like a flash, tore open the latch and flew open the doors, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. I seen in a moment the reindeer on the way, munching and loving every bite that they take. The little old driver, so lively and quick, was caught feeding his friends with the best of the best. I told him and told him he must get along. He looked and he scowled as he finished his work. More rapid than mustangs his courses they flew, and as he whistled and shouted and called them by name. On Fred and Shiloh and Scooter and Nellie, on Sakala and Shorty and Hatari and Spur. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. Away they all flew as they left piles behind. They took to the sky and went right out of sight. Though I heard them exclaim as they flew out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66.
I just got a new air conditioner, top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trunked. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
When life Pastor Alan Abert, how are we doing?
We're doing well, thank you. And thanks for having us this morning.
Well, and I mean, guys, I'm getting good at this remembering thing. I remembered how to spell your last name. I didn't even need to ask.
You even pronounced it right.
I'm telling you.
Because there are 2 pronunciations. There's the German from Eastern Madison County, and then the one from that we respond to. So good for you.
Well, I'm always love chatting with you, and really glad to talk about the Alton Grace United Methodist Church's open house. We talked about it last year, but this year again some really great stuff, including a snowball fight.
Yeah, I'm surprised that made it. Yes, I was notified on Sunday that we're going to have Alton's first indoor snowball fight. So and all I know is they've ordered a couple of cases of snowballs. And so how are they going to execute this? I have no idea. But you know what? That's the fun of it. The whole idea behind this event is just to say, hey, community, we're here. We had our first one last year. The place was jammed, so we said, let's do it again. So
well, and I've said this, as a St. Mary's boy, there is no more beautiful church than Alton Grace United Methodist Church. I really mean that. It is so beautiful to look at.
Well, thanks. In fact, we just celebrated November 14th, the 144th year of that building. The church actually began as a German church way back in 1839, I guess. And so and they were over on Union. After a fire demolished that, then they rebuilt, and they built this for I think an amazing price of $4,300, right?
Wow.
For that building. And so it has been there.
Wow.
And for a long time, it showed its age, but it has been brought back. And so we're excited to be part of the 7th and Henry community.
Yeah, it's really just a great look, and honestly, that is the postcard photo. If you want one for Alton, I think that is a good one.
Well, this guy Pfeifenberger, who was a well-known architect way back in the 1800s, right? Name is still all over the design of that building.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, and honestly, I think it's a great way, especially at the start of December, and it's weird to have the first Sunday in December, or not the first, December the 8th be the second Sunday already, is what I mean, because, man, it just seems like this one's going to really fly by.
Well, I woke up, last Sunday morning and said, hey, next Sunday is the first Sunday of Advent, which is December 1st, right? So when Thanksgiving, it's kind of funny, when these holidays seem to get pushed back a little bit later. Thanksgiving is a week later right, this year than it was last year. So that really compresses an already compressed time. So
good, because I thought I was going crazy. I'm not going to lie. I was like having a meltdown.
No, you should come to church and let yourself decompress at Alton Grace.
That's right.
There you go. That's what we're really good at during the holiday season.
Well, and what I think's great too is that you guys have adapted to newer technology and times changing, and you're on Facebook too. And I think that that's perfect for maybe somebody that's newer to town that wants to check out churches with a little nervous.
That's actually how a couple of our newer members found us.
Really? Yeah.
COVID pushed us all into that position.
Yeah.
And so that's how we came to understand a little bit of the technology of being able to remain connected. And so we do our best. And so we broadcast on Facebook. We've got people who will tell us from Florida. People will tell us from Southern Illinois. People will tell us from Pennsylvania that they're watching us on Sunday morning. So it's a great way to get the message out in the community for sure.
That is so cool. On Sunday, December the 8th from 1:30 to 3:30 at 702 Henry Street, you are invited to the open house. Take me through the nativity scenes.
This is kind of interesting. What I have discovered as pastoring small churches, we're talking about the other small church that I have up in Elsa, is that when you study it, there's a huge amount of history. And it's all about the families, right? It's all about the people who came together and have lived in that sense of community all these years. So you get all these stories and all these collections. And so one of the ideas we had last year in introducing this is that give it a bit of a historical touch. And so we asked members to bring their family nativity sets.
Oh, wow.
And so there's a story behind several of them. And then one of our donors who allows us to borrow hers has pieces from all over the world. And so this set will probably have between 60 and 100 different nativity sets. It's really kind of neat to look at. We also this year have added pictures and stories from church families.
That's so cool.
So those that are interested in the history of Alton can come see the building itself for the open house, and then we'll have on display some of the history as well as this live snowball fight.
How many nativity sets do you project?
Last year we had about 70 or 75.
Whoa!
So I'm not quite sure how many you'll have this year.
Gosh, dang!
So I'll err to the low side, maybe 60. If we're really lucky, maybe 100. I don't know.
I think that there is nothing prettier than some of those nativity sets.
Well, and people have them stored in their homes.
Oh, yeah.
You buy one, you collect it, you put it away, you forget you have it, right? And so a lot of these have come out of people's closets, and they blow the dust off and come set them up. So like our quilt show that we have at Elsa during those festival days, the family stories come out. And those are the stories that keep small churches like Alton Grace going.
100%. Well, and honestly, it's one of those things that make it a reason for new arrivals to Alton or folks that are trying their faith again to show up and join.
Especially people who are seeking small community.
Gosh, yeah.
To come in and the thing that people have told me when they've come in the door is that they immediately feel welcomed. There's not an inquisition.
Right.
There's not come join us and how much money do you want to give us or how much work can you do. It just come sit and so we pretty much have ourselves set up as a welcoming church. So anybody Anybody can just come in and be accepted and welcomed and loved just for who they are every Sunday morning. So.
Well, and I think it's so important for that, seriously, because without that, especially right now, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not even talking about, national news. It's just life. I mean, like you said, this month is going to just jam up, and to be about 2 weeks, it's going to feel like it's over.
Right.
And we're celebrating 2025, but there's also a lot of things that people are worried about and nervous about. Go to church.
Well, that's what we tried to do, during the pre-election period was through the teaching and preaching was to kind of try to alleviate some of the concerns because of all the media pressure that's, I'm here using the media, but we're talking about media pressure that has created those
100%.
environments, right? But I really think, and you even see it in Alton, we have an election coming up next spring, and all of a sudden we have a divergent set of opinions that are running out there.
Get ready for January, folks. Strap in.
And so, So you work to have all this sense of community built, and then we go back into our divisive corners again, right?
Well, and see, I think that, church is so good for so many things, but the one thing I think it's perfect for right now is it's okay to shake somebody's hand that has a different opinion than you do. And when you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like gone is the day in my generation where you and your neighbor could think differently and still have a beer together.
Right, exactly. Right,
and there's something so powerful about, offering that sign of goodwill, that peace at church, that peace offering, and it really brings that together that, hey, we're just people.
Well, I mean, it's no secret. In the United Methodist Church, there's been a huge disagreement. We would call it a family fist fight.
Yeah.
Over the question of human sexuality.
Oh, yeah.
And what we really came to conclusion is at these three churches, we have one in Hartford, Alton, and Elsa. His leadership team just said, "Oh, look, let's just make our primary focus one thing, and that's our focus on Jesus Christ and being the hands and feet. And everything else out of that is just conversation, right?"
Yeah.
And so that's how we've been kind of moving ourselves forward, and that's how we bring ourselves to this event at Alton on
wonderful.
the 8th. Is to come and join us in the Methodist tradition of having food, because we can never meet without eating something. Last year there was lots of great food, so there'll be food. We have one of our pianists will be playing Christmas music for a couple of hours in the sanctuary. So
and photos with Santa.
Oh yeah, how can we forget?
Gosh dang, we're on the naughty list.
Not only Mr. Santa, but Mrs. Santa is going to be there to keep Mr. Santa online, right? So they will be there, and so there's photos and opportunity for and this is also this is not a recruitment event. This is just when we invite the families in. It's family friendly. It's a safe environment. Come in, get your picture taken with Santa, and have something to eat and say hello.
Well, and honestly, guys, I really do encourage you, because I think this would be a really cool opportunity, especially on a Sunday. You're kicking off your Christmas month. It's going to be, technically, because this week your family's probably in, you're recovering from Thanksgiving, start of Advent, so a little bit slowed down. But on December the 8th, you're going to have an opportunity to go step inside Alton Grace United Methodist Church for an hour, 2 hours, then take a stroll to Duke's, go call it a good day, and just go for a little walk around the neighborhood.
We love being the neighbor of Duke Bakery. That's one of the great things. But we're also taking this a little bit a step further.
Please.
That on the 18th of December, which is, I believe, a Wednesday night, 6 o'clock in the evening, we're going to have an event, because we decorate our churches.
Yeah.
And we do it, and we come to church on Sunday, but we don't really get the full effect of that nighttime stuff. So we're going to come together on the 6th, and we're going to be able to come in and see the building decorated in its entirety. And it's what we call our carols and cookies night, where you come. We're going to sing Christmas songs. We're going to eat great cookies and have, I'm just going to call it Rebecca's Famous Punch will be there. And so it's just come as you are, again, another community thing to.
This is so cool.
Come sit and enjoy. So
this is awesome. Well, and as the month of December starts, what's the message sound like at the church?
Well, the message is that we are sitting as a church in anticipation.
Yeah.
Right? And it's, as I mentioned this past Sunday, we're sitting in anticipation of the second coming of Christ. And so rather than focusing, as we do at Easter, on the season of resurrection, we're focusing on the season of the birth and all the events leading up to that. So and you always have the secondary thoughts of hope, joy, peace. And as you're looking for messages of affirmation and encouragement, finding hope, finding joy, finding peace. Peace of all things, right, is what we're after. So those are the central messages that you'll find during the next 4 weeks at that church.
This is incredible. You got a moment to stick around? Come back and chat for a few more minutes?
Sure.
Take a quick break, come back with more right after this.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. What are your Thanksgiving plans, Pastor?
We have all of our family coming to our house Thanksgiving Day. Thanks for asking. So we're cooking. So we have 3 grandsons and my 2 daughters and their husbands and significant others. So it's going to be a good time. So
what's your Thanksgiving meal of choice?
Of choice?
Yeah, if you had the pick.
Well, I'll follow tradition. You know, it's a turkey with traditional stuff. So,
there you go. Okay.
So we've done it a couple of different ways over the years, and we've done some outside catering, and we just have a good time doing all the cooking and prepping. Right. So tomorrow, my 3 grandsons are off school, so they're going to be over working with Grandma to do some of the side dishes early, so that's the fun stuff. And how about you?
You know, honestly, I'm a dressing guy.
Okay.
I just, that and green bean casserole. That's all I need in my life.
Which one of the green bean casserole?
Ooh, see, that's a good point. I like it with the onion.
Fried onion, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way
and
I
cream
like it.
mushroom soup?
I got to have it that way.
So it's super traditional.
Yeah, really traditional.
Don't deviate, right?
No, not with that. Otherwise, I talk about it on the show.
So I saw this thing the other day. So if you're not going to have turkey, what's
So I got the answer to this.
Okay.
All right. If it's not turkey, I'm fine with the ham, but hear me out here. Just cook up some nice steaks. Let's call it some strip steaks and call it a day, What about you?
I would love that idea, but I think that bucking tradition.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
and you're a young guy, so you have a lot of years to recover from that. I don't. So I don't. So no, we have turkey and ham, and then we'll have some of the stuff with it. So
I love
it's
this,
fun
man.
stuff.
Well, and if you guys are just tuning in now, Alton Grace United, get over here, Methodist Church, is going to be ready for their open house Sunday, December the 8th, 1:30 to 3:30, 2 hours of stopping by and seeing over 60 different nativity scenes. And really, I just think these are the coolest. The nativities are so beautiful.
Yeah.
And some of the ways that they used to be made, too, are just very intricate. Is there any one last year that kind of stuck out in your mind?
I really don't remember because it was happening so fast, right?
Well, I'm sure because you got all these people in front of you too.
I know that we had, have the Hedger Hall in the back, and then we had the sanctuary. We had tables that were just lined.
No kidding.
From the sanctuary in there, so there were quite a few.
How long do the photos with Santa last? All 2 hours?
All 2 hours, yeah.
And
we have a special contract with Santa, so he gives us the full 2 hours for that one.
And then, do parents need to bring their own, take them with their phones, or
they can? Absolutely.
And then, really cool. So there's not like a digital.
There's not a digital thing. You don't have to worry about paying for a package.
That's perfect.
Come in, plop them on the laps, take the phone, and away you go. So we're good.
Now, how does the snowball fight work?
I don't know. See, that's you're as the pastor. Sometimes your building trustees will do things and not tell you. So I was just told as I walked into church on Sundays that part of this celebration is going to be an indoor snowball fight. And I'm watching the weather forecast. I'm saying, well, we might have a half an inch of snow if it gets really cold. How are we going to do this? And then, of course, how are you going to keep the building clean? Well, then he fessed up, and so he's got 2 cases of 50 of these artificial snowballs. So it could be they put me up in the pulpit and just kind of like a donkey.
That's
tank,
what I thought.
Hit the pulpit.
That's exactly what I thought.
It may be that they just turn them loose in the sanctuary. I really don't know, but it's definitely going to be something interesting enough to stop in and check it out for sure.
Well, 100%. And Pastor, before I let you go, is there one church member that makes the best cookie?
Why do you do that?
See, I know the hard questions.
The answer is that they're all great.
Oh, you're too good.
Every one of them. And if you're a pastor for very long, you don't generate the pastor's pooch that you get by discriminating against any of the cookies. So it's all 3 churches. I'm telling you, all the cookies are great.
I love this, man. Hey, we got to get you guys to Alton Grace United Methodist Church's open house Sunday, December the 8th from 1:30 to 3:30, 702 Henry Street in Alton. We'll link everything on RiverBender.com. Anything else before I say goodbye for now?
Have a great Thanksgiving.
You too, sir. We'll take a quick break. We'll wrap up the Tuesday that was right after
Ready
this.
for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off dog walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Just see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, tingle, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together.
Well, at 10:37, welcome back. Daily Show hitting you, Stephanie, with United Way. Did I spell Stephanie right? I was nervous because there's a couple. Go, look at that.
Good job.
I'm off to the right track. Community Christmas is wrapping itself up almost.
It is. It is.
And we'll get to do it all over again starting in a couple of weeks.
There you go. The Christmas hustle. That's right.
Stephanie, how are you feeling with this Community Christmas campaign?
It's great. It's a wonderful group of people, a wonderful group of volunteers. We were just talking a few minutes ago, it's a very collaborative effort, and we're thankful for the help in the community.
Well, and guys, coming down the pipeline is one of your final opportunities as the public to come out and support this year, because we'll be doing this again right around the corner next year and having some fun with it. Is Cookies and Cocoa, December the 5th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Freer Auto Body, correct?
Correct.
That is going to be this Thursday.
This Thursday. That's
and,
right.
At this stage in the game, where are your focuses at right now? Do you have any with how much you're dealing with?
Well, that's a loaded question.
That was a loaded question.
Well, as you and I were just talking, like this whole Community Christmas, it's a big effort on everyone's part. And the main message today that I wanted to share is it's not too late. We have over 110 boxes out in the community in the Riverbend area. Anything from toys and food and jackets, whatever you'd like to put in the box. But it's not too late. And then Thursday and Friday, we start the pickup of the boxes. And then on Monday is the sorting day. And it's some Christmas music going and it's an effort. We get it all sorted. And then our agencies that help get these to the people that need it, they come on Tuesday. And that is a very well-oiled machine as well. They come every 15 minutes with box trucks. And Riverbend Family Ministries, the Boys and Girls Club of Alton, the YWCA, Madison County Urban League, just to name a few, the Salvation Army. Those folks come in, they get the items, and then, like I said, it gets to the people that need it.
Well, and I think sometimes too, we get so wrapped up in ourselves, and not in a selfish way, but in a, my bill last month for water was, last year was $60. Now it's $120. My grocery bills are getting more and more expensive. Right. But, while we kind of gripe about the things, even though we're still able to have the roof over our heads and still be able to get by, correct, there's a growing need in our region right now, not just here locally, but in our entire region, of families that are just diving and exploding into poverty.
Yes, and they're doing their best.
Yeah.
I talking with the executive director at Salvation Army, and she said typically we have about 300 families, and she said this Christmas we have 600.
It's incredible for all the wrong reasons, honestly.
Yes.
Well, and that's what I think is so important. I tell Margaret this all the time, and that's why I love being a part of this, and getting raffle tickets wherever we can, because we think of a Christmas gift as an Xbox game or something fun.
Right.
These kids, a toothbrush is a Christmas gift. And, I'm not saying that as a derogatory thing,
right,
but think about where our priorities are compared to where theirs are at. Where
Things
it's
we
just,
take for granted.
Exactly, right. And that's what, they're just asking Santa for daily necessities.
They are. food and toiletries. And as we were talking, another part of Community Christmas, they do Christmas in July, and raffle tickets are sold, and a lot of money is raised. And the
most money was raised this year, by the way.
That's correct. And so we take that money and we do a 2-day shopping spree in November. And those agencies come and they have a very detailed list. And I'll tell you what, it takes a long time to spend money when you're buying 99-cent toothbrushes. But when I stood there, it's very profound. And you watch these items going across the belt at Target, and it's toothpaste and it's winter coats, and they get all of that first. And if there's any overage, then you see a few dolls go by and you see a few toys come by. And, and it's a realization that, there are people struggling.
Well, and that's why it's one of those things, too, where I really promote the heck out of Community Christmas. And, folks have asked me before, have you thought about doing more with other campaigns? And I think they're great, but I really love this notion of supporting the community focus of it, because with the United Way partnership and what the Freers do and everybody else, I mean, you're really doing this right back here in the community with Salvation Army. And, being at your Power of the Purse event a couple of years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, seeing the organizations that were a part of United Way as a whole kind of gives you a picture looking into Community Christmas on some of those agencies that are being helped. And there's so many really good ones.
Really good ones.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, United Way provides funding and training to over 160 different nonprofit agencies.
Right.
So one donation helps so many, some that you don't even realize, the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts.
Right.
If you were a Boy Scout, you've been touched by United Way.
Right.
And some people just, they don't realize. So Community Christmas is very unique in that it really does serve the Riverbend area.
Mm-hmm.
These boxes, this whole effort really serves. So if you live here in the Riverbend area and you want to find a way to uplift your community, this is how.
So there are over 100 boxes in the 6182 drop your items off to. And there's still some time to do so. So why don't we do this? There's still some time left in the show, and I got to take one final break. It's 10:43. We'll come back, talk more about what you can put in those boxes, where you can find them, and how you can help support this great community campaign. We'll come back 10:43 on this Tuesday morning. More Daily Show hits you next.
You're invited to this year's Christmas concert at River Church. There are 4 amazing performances for you to choose from. All of heaven's coming down. Fill the earth with a sound of the name. Come and see why so many people make this a part of their yearly Christmas tradition.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Wow! Mommy's kissing Santa Claus!
10:47, welcome back. Daily Show hitting you on a Tuesday. Stephanie,
Yes.
United Way, Cookies and Cocoa, part of Community Christmas. December the 5th, 5 to 7 p.m. Margaret Freer said she's going to listen later to make sure we did this right.
Okay.
So we're going to do this.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What items can we drop off, and is there certain qualifications? Because I know that some people maybe have good intentions, but it might not fit the rubric. Are there any like packages? So if like we're getting clothing, underwear, socks, like packages of them, what's the size or what's the quantity amount we need to bring? Should there be packs of 12, individual packs of socks, gloves? What does that look like?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we are looking for new items. We did get some last year. I remember when we were sorting, we did get some gently used, and those items were actually donated to the Salvation Army. But we are looking for, new items. Food items are great. There's no limit. I mean, bring as much as you can, as much as you're willing to bring. All different sizes. I remember sorting last year, and this in terms of like the children all the way through even high school. So the obvious things, you're like dolls and Legos and, those toys are obvious. It gets tricky trying to figure out what to put over here in the big kid pile. So that ended up being like basketballs, footballs, frisbees. But if you have items that you, or you're thinking, I think that would be great if you have items that an older child would also enjoy.
Well, and see, that's what I was I've always been nervous about, bringing things that are clothing wise, because it's like, do they really need the 50 pairs of socks that are in that plastic bag, or should they be, 8 different packages of 4 pairs of socks in that bag?
I think anything's fine.
Yeah. That's so, but see, it's just one of those things where you don't realize, I think, sometimes shopping that, the simple items are needed the most too.
Yeah, they are.
So how many organizations does this benefit?
I'm looking down here at my list. 6, 7, 8, like 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, into 12.
Wow.
Different. These are local nonprofits. Catholic Children's Home, Beverly Farms, Caritas Family Solutions, Salvation Army. So yeah, there's several. And that's kind of what sorting day is all about. Knowing that, this organization is going to deal a lot with like babies and toddlers, but this one has got bigger kids and trying to put things that make sense.
Well, and honestly, I think I love this type of an event too, because for that teenager that could be going through the ringer right now, and people get pissed at me all the time because they go, "Oh, you make up these stories, CJ, and you kind of like you're making a movie script." But I'm not, because I seen it. I mean, I'm young enough to remember high school. I remember seeing these kids that were struggling, but then with that struggle because they don't have new clothes, they can barely afford their food, or their parents can barely afford hygiene products, the mental anguish that creates. Sure. And for one day for them to realize that their community cared enough to provide them with all of that, I can only imagine the feeling that they get when they receive it, Oh,
yeah. And I think a reminder to all of us is, in a moment's notice, things can be very different in
gosh,
your life.
yeah.
It's not specific to one type of person. It takes one bad thing, one bad tornado, one diagnosis of cancer, one person in the household to lose their job.
Yeah.
It can happen to anybody at any time.
Well, and see, that's why I think this is such a great event, because it's when it matters the most, because you don't think of those little things like, what happens if Dad loses his job tomorrow,
Right.
Mom loses her job tomorrow,
Right.
or what happens if the unthinkable happens, who's going to take care of us? Right now, not a lot of people have the 6-month emergency income in their bank account to get
Right.
through. And you never know if you're the next person getting help by these agencies either.
I'm telling you, in a moment's notice. And I have met a lot of these.
I could only imagine.
I have met a lot of these folks. When I run into somebody that's just very woven into the mission of United Way, I ask them why. What's their why? Why are you so? And that's when I get the stories, because and then it's usually something that's happened to them personally, and an agency has helped them through that hard time. And the way they give back is by supporting United Way, by supporting Community Christmas, these different ways to give back.
What have you taken away just with your participation in this and all the hands-on that you're doing with it? Have you kind of learned some new things about the community and just this program? Have you learned new things about life? Fill me in.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you really learn is when you help others, you really help yourself.
Right.
And the joy of giving, the joy of helping really lifts us all up as a human being and makes us all feel great.
Right.
I think that's the biggest takeaway from all of it.
So are you guys going to be on hand December the 5th?
On hand?
For your auto body?
What am I on hand for? What am I? Wait a minute, what are you signing me up for, CJ? Yes, we'll be there.
That's good.
Some cookies and cocoa. Of course we will.
From 5 to 7, and I don't know, maybe you guys just show up for cookies and cocoa, and maybe you bring a check for next year's community Christmas and get the party going already, because before you know it, we'll be doing this all over again. And it just really goes to show you how many people really work to make this event happen, because I mean, this is a big thing.
It is. I mean, these boxes that come in, they come in on a tractor trailer on pallets. Just the unloading of the boxes, the labeling the boxes, the taping together of the boxes. Phillips 66 is generous, and they help to cover the cost of the boxes.
That's so cool.
Getting them out there and then getting them all back. I mean, it is. And so that's the biggest takeaway today, is that it's not too late.
Yes.
We're going to start doing box pickup this Thursday and Friday. So please, if you want to make a donation, there's over 110 of them out there. Banks,
Is there any next to like a bigger, like a Target store?
There are, and even some, like, there's boxes at Phillips 66, there's boxes at Cope Plastic, there's boxes at Alton Steel. Even if you know someone that works at these organizations, give it to them and they'll get it in the box, or bring it to United Way. Our office is located in East Alton. We're at 707 Berkshire
Are you guys
Boulevard.
in East Alton?
Huh?
You guys are in East Alton?
We are. I'm
For
only
some
5
reason-
minutes down the road. Come see us.
No wonder. I have always been nervous about asking you guys for interviews. I thought you guys were in like Collinsville.
No, we're in East Alton. No,
we'll be talking a lot more often now that I know you don't have to drive too far.
That's right. 5 minutes. It's the Helm Camp Construction Building. We share a building with them.
Cool.
And you can certainly bring donations by there as well.
And seriously, guys, be a part of this, and we'll be covering it just like we do each and every year with the sorting day. That's always so cool to see all those agencies a part of it. We'll take one final break. We'll come back for the 30 seconds the show's left, and we'll wrap up the Tuesday that was. But first, let's take a look and see what St. Louis is looking like today. Skycam in a way.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off dog walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to Our Daily Show, 10:58 as we are wrapping up this Tuesday that was. Man, oh man, my sinuses are kicking my butt today. Okay, I had one story for you. I had a ton, actually. I worked my butt off this morning, and... Okay, I'm going to start doing a Karen Award. We do an All-Star Award, but I want to make sure that we really specify, okay? I want to specify what type of buffoons that we got in the world. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. Getting back to normal here. Stephanie was fun. That was a really fun interview. Okay. 2 seconds here. All right, I only got 60 seconds. Wanted to make it look good. All right, imagine this. Picture this. A British man was awarded compensation from Mars Wrigley, UK, after he unwrapped a Mars bar known as a Milky Way in the United States and found it was missing its signature ripple. Dun, dun, dun! Harry Seeger, 34 of Aylesbury, Buckinghamshire. That is way too much. Just let's consolidate that name. Buckinghamshire posted a photo of his unusually smooth candy bar to the Dolmens Club group on Facebook. And the post quickly went viral, garnering hundreds of shares, thousands of comments. It tasted the same, Seeger told The Guardian. It just was a lot thinner on top, not quite as thick. Seeger, who bought the Mars bar from the Oxfordshire gas station while en route to a classic car show in Birmingham. Reached out to the company the next day. He reached out to the company the next day. This buffoon that had too much time on his hand is calling a company for a 2-pound candy bar. Seeger said he wasn't seeking compensation. That is such a lie. But he was just curious about what caused the Mars bar's smoothness and wanted to inform the company in case there was a production problem that hadn't been caught. No, Karen just was a little bit feisty, and he was really upset that his Mars Milky Way didn't look the same, and he had to go call the person making minimum wage, answering at the call center, and make their life hell for a couple of minutes. That's what this guy did. Let's not fool ourselves, okay? Little biased in the way this is written. I think the guy actually wrote his own article. Okay, so Mars Wrigley did not offer... Mars Wrigley did not offer Seeger an explanation, but they did award him a 2-pound voucher for compensation. And there you go. But I don't know. If you have too much time on your hands to call a damn candy bar company, I wish I had your life, my man. 11:01, I'll see you tomorrow. We are busier than all get out, so I'll see you then. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Oh, and tell somebody to sponsor my show for 2025. 9 more. Coming soon. See you tomorrow. Try your best to stay out of jail.